It just makes your skin look so healthy. So I'm just really gently massaging that in. Don't do this at home. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I go from this to this with no makeup, and I basically just wanted to do this video to show you guys how I make myself feel a little bit better when I'm not wearing any makeup. And I'm not saying that anyone has to do these things, it's all just kind of like things that help me, and I thought I would share them with you guys. And I'm also not saying that, you know, you don't need makeup in order to feel beautiful. If you don't wear any makeup, then that is totally fine. I actually got the idea for this video a couple of weeks back. Well, it was like in December when I decided to tint my lashes and my brows. It kind of gave me this idea to put together a video on things that you can do with no makeup involved to make yourself look better. But I do know that Andrea's Choice the other day uploaded a very similar video to this, and I've had all my notes on my phone for this video like just sitting there, and then when I saw she'd uploaded it, I was like, oh my god, like classic. Whenever I think that I've come up with a kind of like good video idea, someone else always beats me to it. But I promise you, I did not copy this idea off of her. Some of the things from her video are similar to mine, but I do have some stuff in here which is different to her video. Her video is great. If you guys want to go and watch that as well, then her channel is just Andrea's Choice. So this is what I look like fresh out of bed. I have done nothing to my appearance. Like, my hair is still tucked into my dressing gown. This is me in my natural state. So the first thing that I like to do is actually put in my contact lenses, and I am by no means in any way saying that glasses are unattractive, or if you wear glasses it makes you not pretty. This is purely a personal preference of mine, just because I don't like wearing my glasses, especially on days when I'm going to be filming, just because the lights kind of reflect off them sometimes, and also I just don't like how I have to constantly keep pushing them up throughout the day. I find them a bit inconvenient, and also as well because my eyes are quite bad. My right eye is -4.5 and my left eye is -4, so I'm short-sighted, which means that I can't see things in the distance. I can only see things if they're like really close to my face, and because of that, because my glasses prescription is even stronger than my contacts, I find it makes my eyes look a lot smaller, and I much prefer it when I don't have my glasses on because my eyes look bigger, they look more open, they look like more of a kind of standout feature on my face. So that is the first step that I'm going to do. And now I can't see you. I'm going to go put these in. And also as well, I'm going to get myself dressed, because clearly wearing your pajamas and your dressing gown is not the most attractive way to look. Okay, so I've put my contact lenses in, which I think it just makes my eyes look bigger. Like, if I show you the difference, oh god, this is really going to hurt my eyes. And then when I put my glasses on, it just makes my eyes look a little bit smaller. The next thing that I like to do that makes me feel so much better about myself is to do my hair, because as you can see at the moment it's looking a little bit greasy, it's a bit messy. To be honest, my hair at the moment looks pretty decent. I mean, for me, a lot of the times my hair will be up in a bun, like really greasy, if I'm not doing anything that day, which is gross, but I feel like a lot of people live their life like that. It's not just me. I know it's not just me. Let me know that it's not just me in the comments. What I've been doing recently is I've been trying to straighten my hair less, because I used to wash my hair and then straighten it on that same day, and then every day after that, if it had gone a bit wavy, I would then re-straighten it. Like, so I would be straightening my hair pretty much every day. But what I do now is I will wash my hair and then I will curl it. I mean, it's not curly at the moment because they've really dropped out and it's just gone wavy, but then when it goes wavy for the next few days, I really don't mind that, because it kind of looks intentional. But then what I will do is, I live and swear by dry shampoo. This is a massive bottle, but I can never go a day without dry shampoo. I know that some people don't like it because they say that it's bad for your scalp and it can make your hair fall out. I personally have not had any hair loss from dry shampoo. I feel like that's just a myth, or like maybe if you're allergic to one of the ingredients or something, but I've been using dry shampoo since I was like 17 and haven't had any issues with it. So I just like to spray this all throughout my hair to just make it last an extra few days. I know that some people wash their hair every day. I am not one of those people. I find that with bleached hair, it makes my hair feel so much more healthy if I try and leave it as long as possible. Also, what I normally do with dry shampoo is flip my head upside down and then rub it in, because I just find it works better to get all the white stuff out. I think the thing that a lot of people like make the mistake with dry shampoo is they don't rub it in enough. You need to really like rub it in and get the excess off. My face is going to be red because I've been upside down. I then just like to give my hair a brush, and then if it is kind of looking a bit crazy and I am going out that day, then yes, I might use some heat on it, but today I'm going to try and refrain from that. Okay, so after having done my hair, I feel like that just makes my general kind of appearance look better anyway, I think. And it's even better on the days that I've washed my hair and it's kind of like freshly curled. If you find that the ends get a bit dry after not washing it for a few days, I would just like pump a bit of oil into my hands and just kind of like massage it in. Oh, and my favourite brushes to use are the wet brushes. Oh my god, my hairbrush is so disgusting. The brand Wet Brush is my favourite brand of hairbrushes because I find it doesn't rip my hair out as much as other hairbrushes. Moving on to skin, because I've done nothing to my skin today. For some reason the past few days I have been blessed by the skin gods because my skin is looking so good at the moment, and I used to have pretty bad acne. If I can find a picture, I will insert it. It wasn't the worst, but around the age of about 12, 13, my skin wasn't the best. I had quite a lot of like deep under the skin spots, mostly like around my cheeks. I had a lot of them on my forehead as well. But then as I got older, my skin has definitely cleared up, and also having a good skincare routine has definitely helped me a lot. The only times that I will get like breakouts now a lot of the time are, one, if I've had a reaction to a product, and two, if it's like time of the month and I get like hormonal kind of breakouts around my chin. If you don't feel comfortable like leaving your house without makeup and without something to cover up your spots, then don't feel guilty about that, because if you want to do something that makes you feel better about yourself and makes you feel more beautiful, then 100% go for it. But then at the same time, if you do want to embrace your natural skin and just let your, you know, your natural skin shine through, and you're not concerned about covering your breakouts, then that is also totally fine. Like, honestly, just do you and do what makes you feel most comfortable. And then just quickly before I go to my bathroom, something I fully swear by, and you guys notice in most of my videos, my lips are always really shiny and juicy looking, and I have not put on any lip balm today. I always am wearing lip balm, and it's always this one. It's the Lanolips 101 ointment, the Multi Balm Strawberry. Honestly, this is such a good balm. It's so thick, and you know how some lip balms make your lips feel even more dry? That is not the case with this one. And I definitely think that having moist, plump looking lips makes me feel so much better about myself without makeup, because nobody wants to be walking around with like crusty looking lips. If you need a new lip balm, would highly recommend this one. I am now going to take you to my bathroom to show you what I do to my skin to make it feel a bit more glowy, and I've got quite a few skincare products as well which really help me on no makeup days, which I'm going to show you in a bit. But yeah, let's go to the bathroom, guys. You are so precariously balanced right now on top of like 2 different face masks. I'm just quickly going to talk through some of my favourite face washes. If you want your face to have a really nice glow, the things that I would recommend are having some kind of like, I've got 2 that are called glycolic cleansers. Don't really know what that means. I think they have some kind of like acid in them, glycolic acid maybe, that kind of is like a chemical exfoliant. That sounds really scary, doesn't it? Putting acid in your face wash. But also as well, like a proper exfoliating scrub is also really good. By the way, none of this video is sponsored. These are just the products that I have sworn by for the past maybe like year at least, I think. My 2 favourite face washes from the Body Shop are the Body Shop Tea Tree 3-in-1 Wash, Scrub and Mask, which is so amazing. I think I've been through about 3 or 4 of these. It does have little like scrubby bits in it, and so I often use this just as an exfoliant all over my face, but you can leave it to dry as a mask as well. It's just really good. But then if you want something that's not got like scratchy bits in it, then this is the Tea Tree Skin Clearing Foaming Cleanser. And again, it's just kind of like you squirt some out, rub it on your face and wash it off with water. So these are both really, really good if you have like oily skin or acne prone skin. The whole Body Shop Tea Tree range is just freaking incredible. Like, I swear by it. And then 3 different face washes that really give me a glow without actually having exfoliating particles in them are the Mario Badescu Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. I have the Nip and Fab Glycolic Cleansing Fix, which is very, very similar to this one. And then also another one which is very difficult to get hold of because I got this in Iceland, but don't know what's in this. Probably some really nice minerals from Iceland, but this is the Blue Lagoon Iceland Foaming Cleanser. Just in case any of you are visiting Iceland or maybe you're Icelandic, This stuff is freaking incredible. It's a foaming cleanser, but it just gives my skin such a nice glow. So I'm just gonna wash my face with one of these. I think I'm gonna choose the Mario Badescu one today. Oh, I really should tie up my hair. So I just let the water run till it's warm. Oh, and just so you guys can actually like probably see my skin, I think in the studio lights, it makes it appear more perfect. I don't know, I guess like my pores are pretty big. You can see a lot of the pores on my nose and kind of like around my cheeks. I still have a few kind of like scars around my face from previous breakouts and stuff. And I definitely have like under eye bags. I've got quite veiny eyelids. I've got a bit of redness around my nose. So I'm just taking a small amount of this and then I just rub it together in my hands. Okay, so my skin has been washed. As you can see, it's got a kind of like glow to it now. I find that it's such a nice cleanser. I don't like to exfoliate my I don't like to exfoliate my face every day with a kind of like scrubbing wash because I find it a little bit too harsh, but I do try and do that like a few times a week just to get off like the dead skin and stuff. But something that I need to top up on, which really helped boost my confidence without makeup, is tinting my eyebrows and tinting my lashes. I did a whole video about tinting my lashes in December, and on my second channel I did a video of me tinting my brows, so that kind of like shows you fully how to do it. If you don't feel comfortable to do this yourself, please go and get it done by a professional, because I'm stupid. When I did my eyelashes before, I got it in my eyes, I put too much on, it freaking burned. Now I've kind of got the technique down, I just don't put as much on my lashes and then it kind of turns out okay. They've still got a bit of tint in them now, left over from when I did this, like, it was over a month ago now. You can see that my brow hairs are quite light. Some of them are still a little bit tinted. But with my lashes, I don't know if you can see, some of them still have like a black tint, but you can see where the new blonde ones are kind of like growing in. Just in case you're wondering, I bought these, everything that I needed, I got on Amazon and eBay. I bought this set which came for my lashes, which came with the Julienne Lash and Brow Tint Activator, which is 3% 10 volume like developer. And I then got the Julienne Lash and Brow Dye. I think I just got the shade Black. And then it also came with a little pot where you can mix everything in, and then it did come with a brush as well. So that's what I use on my lashes, and then on my brows I do the same kind of technique. I use the same developer, but I got this stuff called Reflector-Sil. This is the shade 3 Natural Brown, and I just follow the instructions. This one says you mix it 1 to 1 and leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. I personally leave this for about 2 to 3 minutes because it can get quite dark. And then for my lashes, I leave the tint on for like 10 minutes. But first, you just want to make sure that you protect your skin around it with some Vaseline. So I'm going to crack out my 10-year-old pot of Vaseline and put it around my eyes and my eyebrows. Oh, well that cotton bud didn't last long. Right, I think I'm going to do my brows first. So I'm putting about 2 centimeters of this in here. 1, 2, oh God, that was a lot. I am not a professional at this, as you can tell. In the pot, I freaked out because it kind of goes orange, but then when you actually put it on your brows, it doesn't come out orange. So I'm just taking this and I'm gonna paint it on my brows. Okay, so as you can see, I like to lay it on quite thick because then I find that it like coats all my eyebrows, but I promise you it does not come out this dark. Well, I'm hoping it won't, because the first time I did it, it came out beautifully. So here's hoping. Time's up. So I then just take a damp like cotton pad and just wipe it off. I'm gonna do this eyebrow first because that's the one that I put on first. And I'm just gonna wipe it off. You see what I mean? It actually looks pretty good. So as you can see, it's a really nice kind of cool toned brown color, and they definitely don't come out looking as scary as they do when you first put the tint on. Now it's time for my lashes. This is the one that burns. I'm gonna put it on and I'll see you in 10 minutes. 3 minutes left and my eyes are now starting to burn. Don't do this at home. Try not to get any in your eyes. I'm actually gonna do this off camera because I'm gonna get it in my eyes. Okay, so my eyes might be a bit red, but this is what my lashes look like with the lash tint. So yeah, these are my lashes now with nothing on them apart from the lash dye. My eye is now twitching. You know when you get like a random like pulse in your eye that's like dit, 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 and it just doesn't go away? That. But what I'm finally going to show you now is some of my favourite skincare products for days where I'm not wearing any makeup. So to give my skin that extra glow, I did mention earlier that I love using the Body Shop Tea Tree Toner, so I'm just going to put a little bit of this on now. I don't know what this does, but I swear this is the secret to keeping my skin clear, because when I have run out of this and I stopped using it, I swear I noticed a difference in my skin. Oh yeah, and because my skin is quite sensitive, whenever I do this, my skin does go quite red, but it does then settle back down again. And I find that this just gives my skin a bit of a glow anyway, because it makes it kind of go a bit tighter and firmer. But if you don't like your face to look shiny, then you can use a kind of mattifying lotion. This one is the Body Shop Tea Tree Mattifying Lotion if you want your skin to look matte. But personally for me, on days when I'm not wearing makeup, I prefer my skin to look glowy because then I look more healthy. So from the drugstore, I've got quite a few different products that I'd recommend. I have the Revolution Superfruit Extract. This is basically just like a glowy kind of primer slash serum. It's got like a tiny bit of glow in it, but it also feels really nice on your skin and it's not too thick. I also really like the caffeine and hyaluronic acid solution for my under eyes, which I'm going to put on in a sec. The Soap & Glory Bright and Pearly Radiance Boosting Cocktail is really nice. This does have a bit of shimmer in it, so it really gives your skin a nice glow. And then also the Nip and Fab Hydrate Dragon's Blood Fix Serum. I find that this just makes your skin feel even tighter and even more kind of like... And then another product that I love for glowy skin is the Nip and Fab Dragon's Blood Fix Essence Mist. It's basically just like a hydrating mist, but I also find this kind of works as a toner, so again, it gives you a really nice glow. And then if you're looking for something a bit more high-end, then the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Vital Power Infusion is basically just... I don't really know what this is, but it's kind of like a moisturizer, but gives you a bit of glow as well. And then also the Kiehl's Glow Formula Skin Hydrator. This has got like a tiny bit of almost like tint to it, and it gives your skin like a little bit of a shimmery glow, which looks really nice. So first I'm going in with the Revolution Superfruit Extract. It also smells really nice. It just makes it look a bit more like fresh and dewy. And then under my eyes, I'm going to use the caffeine and hyaluronic acid one. This is supposed to be for your under eyes. So I'm just really gently massaging that in. And if you do have a spot, but you don't want to wear makeup to kind of like fully cover it, but you just want to tone down the redness a bit, one of my kind of like tips is to use a tiny bit of Sudocrem, which is like it's like a skin healing cream that you can put on your spots. But if you use the tiniest bit, okay, this isn't going to work, just being fully real, this isn't really going to work if you're like more tanned than me. But if you take like the tiniest bit of this on your finger and then just add it to, like, I've got like a little tiny spot scar in the middle of my forehead. If you just add like a tiny bit of this, I find it kind of like tones down the redness just a smidgen, like just a little bit. But something else that I highly recommend if you, I think they do this in like quite a few different skin tones. This is the Nudestix Nudies Tinted Blur Stick. And it says it's a tinted sheer coverage, lightweight, all over face stick that blurs texture to have a naturally smooth, no filter skin. It basically feels like a primer, but it's got the tiniest bit of tint in it. And again, this is just going to add the tiniest amount of coverage, but it's not like heavy makeup at all. So if you have any areas where you want to just dull down any redness, I will put a tiny bit of this on, and then also like the tiniest bit under my eyes as well. It doesn't really add much coverage at all, but just like a tiny bit that makes like a tiny bit of difference. I'm just gonna put some more lip balm on. You could obviously use a tinted lip balm as well. I've got this one, which is by Kors, I'm not really sure. But it's like a red kind of tinted lip balm. Let's add a tiny bit of this as well. And then I'm just gonna finish off my face by using the Nip and Fab spray thing that I mentioned a minute ago, just to give me an even more of a glow. And maybe this is a bit too much glow for some people, but it just makes your skin look so healthy. So you might have a completely different opinion to me, but in my opinion, I feel like this, how I look now, looks a little bit better from how I started at the beginning of this video. They both have no makeup, but I just feel a lot more confident with all of the kind of like tips and tricks that I've just showed you guys. Okay, so that is it for this video. I'm just gonna quickly get up a question of the day from my previous video. If you guys do have any questions for me, please leave them down below with the hashtag question of the day. Whoa, do you want to like calm down? Question of the day comes from Sarah with 2 A's, so like SAARAH. And she said, what series are you watching on Netflix currently? I have just started watching the series You, which has got Penn Badgley. Badgley. I don't know how to say his name, I'm not very good at that, but he was in Gossip Girl and I loved Gossip Girl. So if you haven't watched that, that's also on Netflix. But this new series, You, is so good. I'm only up to episode... I've just finished episode 3, but I'm planning to watch some more this weekend and it's so great. I've also been watching, what else? There's a series called Murder Mountain, which is kind of creepy and like, it's like a documentary. And that's really interesting as well, and it's about like the kind of drug trade in America. It's all a bit like dark and weird, but it's really interesting. But I would say if you're like a bit younger, maybe don't watch it because it's not really appropriate, but it's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give this a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below, and if you've got any tips as well, I'd love to hear them. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!